Welcome to Health After Retiring. I'm Leon Bristow, and I was a practicing chiropractor for 19 years. And I recently retired a couple of years ago. And last year, I went to a dentist in September, beginning of September, and found out that I had high blood pressure. So I want to explore all the facets of health on this channel and how you can get there naturally without using drugs, which is what I've done. When I started, I had 180 over 110, which is very high. And one of the things is that a lot of the places out there on the internet will tell you one thing to fix it, another thing, and another thing, and another thing. And everybody has their own opinion. What I want to do is take you on my journey and show you the mistakes I made, some things I didn't know or didn't do right, even though I probably should have known more, and just didn't. Recovering from high blood pressure is one of the toughest things to do naturally that I've ever seen out there. When I was practicing, I had this one patient, and he had high blood pressure, and we searched and looked, and he was always trying something new that messed him up and didn't work. And I knew when I started this journey on trying to recover from high blood pressure without using drugs that it was going to be difficult, and it has been. I've made mistakes. And I've also had a lot of success. My current blood pressure is in the 120s, up into sometimes the 130s, over 80s mostly. So I feel like I've made a fairly significant change, but it comes at the things that we can do ourselves. In other words, health is not just the absence of a symptom or disease, because I had neither. And yet my health was not good because my blood pressure was so high. So there are things we can change. They're called lifestyle changes. And that's kind of what I want to explore. Is I want to explore my journey and how I've recovered health and even other things. I also lost now a total of maybe 55 pounds. And I lost the first 40 pounds in 2 months. And that made absolutely no change in my blood pressure. So basically, I want to explore health, looking at diet, what you put in your system, and exercise, as well as nutritional supplements. And we want to take a look at, of course, weight, blood pressure, weight loss, insulin resistance, supplements. Take a look at the things that will cause us problems, like a high heart rate. Some mistakes I made this year actually caused my heart rate to be racing for a time, and I finally got that under better control. But it was a struggle for a little while because I made a mistake and I didn't pay attention to something I probably should have. And it was causing my heart to race up to in the 120s and waking me up at night with a racing heart. And so we're going to look at a lot of issues kind of one at a time and explore my journey. And the first step in the next video, I want to kind of go through some of the problems I've had over the past since I retired, and take a quick brief tour of that, and look at the things one at a time that have helped me, the things that have kind of hurt me. The lack of information out there sometimes is astounding, even though we have so much information on the internet. Getting what we need to understand or make a judgment for ourselves so that we can do something that will help us and not hurt us. Restoring my health without drugs. It's definitely been a journey. And I kind of want to share that information with all of you. It's not intended as medical advice, so this channel will be for informational purposes only. And I hope you will come back and join me in my journey and let me show you what I've gone through and what are some of the issues out there and how can we help ourselves and get better without having to rely on doctors, which only use two things primarily. It's drugs and surgery. And the problem in the U.S. and America is that our healthcare system is ranked dead last amongst the most industrialized nations. And so we don't necessarily have the information or the understanding on how to do things without relying on a doctor. And that, I think, is a travesty and is part of what our healthcare system is lacking is total understanding and the information we need to restore health. So Health After Retiring is going to explore all the facets of our health and a lot of different health issues and the things that we can do to try to get there on a more natural approach through lifestyle changes. You know, lifestyle are basically the things you choose to do or choose not to do in your life that make a difference one way or the other. And I'm going to share with you what those were for me. So thank you for watching this first video on my channel, Health After Retirement. And I hope you'll join me in my journey. Let me show you what I've gone through and let's explore health. And if you have questions, please feel free to put comments below the video and we may be able to explore some of those issues in the upcoming video and talk about things. So please be sure and like and subscribe this video and subscribe to the channel so that we can help you as much as possible. I want to share what I've gone through, mistakes and all, and let you know that you can get back to better health. Like I said, I've lost 55 pounds. My blood pressure is doing fairly good. Sometimes it does spike a little, but usually not into the danger zones that we were and had for so long. So thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed watching Health After Retirement. Thank you.